Yo, Undisputed on a Tuesday. Obviously, since the channel started, we watched every Monday sports talk. Um, and we definitely did a lot of Tuesdays and Wednesdays before in the past, just not recently because I've been busier. But we here on this Tuesday with Lakers getting eliminated. Jamal Murray another game winner. I want to what they have to say. Watch a little bit of this.
Not the biggest, but
NBA playoffs always the best time to watch it. So
two games he won down the stretch.
let's see what they got to say about it, man.
Just top to bottom, Skip. Denver is just more talented than the Lakers.
They're just different. Another game winner is ridiculous.
Down the stretch, obviously.
Another game winner is absolutely
That's
ridiculous.
what teams who won championships do. They understand who they are. But
Lakers.
I will say this
Might be
about the
anyone
Lakers.
else.
I'm looking at the way AD played and the way LeBron played in this series. If they had played any other team in the playoffs, they would have won the series, I believe. I mean, you don't get no better than what AD did. I mean, if you tell me, if you don't look at the scores and you say AD averaged 28 and 15 in this series, Bron averaged about 26, 5 and 8, and you got 17 from Reeves and about 13, 14 from D'Lo, well, you'd be like, oh, that's a recipe for success.
Sure.
But because
Not
it's the defending champs who are, you have to outplay them clearly for 44 minutes. Because if the game is close, we all see what happens down the stretch
it's done.
with Jamal Murray.
It's done.
And Joker. So
it's
just showing me that this team is not rattled by leads. This team is not rattled by star power.
Okay.
They're the champs, and they go out and show it each and every night. It's tough to beat them at home.
Sheesh.
And when I look at Jamal
Drake
Murray,
this today, Jamal Murray and Kendrick are on the same time. They on.
I see
Jamal Murray time.
He's set out. He's out rest of the game. Seems like Giannis might not even play this year in the playoffs with a strain calf.
Ridiculous.
Did they say Dame Lillard had a strain calf too?
No, he's got Achilles.
Oh, his is Achilles?
Whatever.
Okay. But this just shows me what type of person that Jamal Murray is. And the reason that we will see Denver back in the finals this year, because a guy like him who's your leader goes out there for his team in a game to where they're saying, we need this game. Can you step up one more time? You'll get some rest.
Sure.
We don't want to fly to L.A.
Sure.
And he got the job done just when they needed. So that shows me the championship pedigree that this team has, and it just shows me a level that they're on mentally, that they're just tougher than a lot of teams in this league. And yeah, they'll see Minnesota, which is it should be a pretty good matchup. I like the matchup, but I just think the experience of the Denver Nuggets is going to be too much for them.
In Nuggets.
And nobody's talking about Michael Porter Jr. This is your third option who averages 22 points a game.
It's big.
That's huge. On 48% from three, 55 from the field. Not too many teams is going to beat you when your third option is doing those type of numbers.
Yeah.
So hats off to the Denver Nuggets. And I brought something for Keyshawn today. You know, I know he likes green.
Yeah.
It's a
you
green.
Got Who's Your Daddy green.
Who's Your Daddy t-shirt. So, and Celtic green with Who's Your Daddy on it.
Man, are you done?
Yeah, I'm done. There you go, bro.
Y'all not out the weeds yet either, but anyway.
That is a fact.
Damn.
Yeah, even though y'all won the game, y'all not out the weeds. Y'all got to finish the deal up in Boston before you get in there and not winning. You come on now. You satisfied with getting there and not winning? Because right now, if Boston is going to get there, they're going to have to beat Denver.
I thought we was talking about the Lakers.
No, but you started. You started with me.
We was talking about the Lakers.
Yeah, because the last time Denver saw Boston, Boston went home with an L. Just saying.
I thought we was talking about
anyway, Skip, you say, I think your tee-up was the biggest reason the Nuggets won this game.
Was it Jamal? Is that the obvious biggest reason, or was it?
It's obvious, right? Yesterday, you mentioned that he wouldn't play potentially. He had a little deal going on, and I said, good, because I'm rooting for any opportunity to have my Lakers extend the series. I knew if he played, it was going to be rough. You know, you're never going to root for an athlete as a fan or even as a player to be injured, right? But at the same time, if he gives us the edge because he's hobbled, which is, okay, I'll take that. I'll take hobbled. But he wasn't hobbled. He wasn't hobbled, especially in the fourth quarter. When he knocked down the 2 threes in the fourth quarter
is ridiculous.
And then he's 5 and 9.
Fourth quarter is
gave
just
him 12
his
points.
fucking time.
I mean, it just.
What quarter was that right there? That dunk.
That was a fourth.
Oh, he
That was fourth.
He didn't shrug the shoulders, did he?
Yeah, he did.
That's usually what I see LeBron do.
He shrugged his shoulders, and Jamal Murray was on a mission, though, Paul. I mean, he was literally on a mission, and you could tell based on him playing in the game. He says, hey, I'm going to play, so I'm going to come out here and give my all. Now, if you want to start to dive into other aspects of the game, I don't believe, and I hate to dive on coaches, but I don't believe sometimes coaches, they make these mistakes, or not necessarily mistakes, but they do things that
Hammy's out of there. Get Hammy out of there, man.
Game, Skip, but
get Hammy out of there, man.
Costing you the game. And I think Ham is guilty of that at times throughout this game. When you look at the challenge early in the first quarter, okay, do I be smart like Mike Malone and never challenge, even though my guys are telling me to challenge? Yep. And I get these timeouts later on.
That was an Austin Reeves challenge. And obviously, at the end of the last game that the Lakers won, LeBron threw a fit, and he didn't challenge. And he kept
I don't know. I think you got to go to D-Lo. 100%. I've been said y'all should have kept Schroeder over him. I've been said it.
Why?
Ben stands correct.
Jamal Murray was the main ingredient, but there's other factors that contributed to the loss.
The second challenge.
Never swept them with Schroeder.
And they lost their last time.
Yeah, exactly. The second challenge comes on the block to Jokic. So now we win that, but we don't have a timeout to get to midcourt. You know, and even prior to that midcourt debacle, I'm sitting there in my living room and I said to myself, like, damn, we ain't got no timeouts. How we gonna, if they score, how we gonna be able to advance it? There's nothing we could do. And so in the end, there's so many different contributing factors to why we lost the game. Anthony Davis gets hurt, and then all of a sudden he's a different player. He's running up and down the court with an arm, you know.
Career. The biggest issue I've had in trying to analyze basketball, football, baseball, whatever, is how hurt is a player? Because you don't know, and you don't know, and even in your wheelchair game, nobody knew exactly how hurt you were. I still to this moment, I don't know how hurt you were, but you got up and you finished. And you won the game. All right, so last night, pretty early in the third quarter, it's 10:56 left. So it's like 11 minutes are left in the third quarter. And the Lakers are up 6 points. And AD just banged shoulders with Michael Porter Jr., and it looked like nothing.
Anthony Davis, and I'm going to try to build.
Told by his medical staff, you just can't risk it tonight. Let's save you for the next game. And he says, I got to be out there with my brothers, because if I don't go out there, we're going to lose this game. And he was correct. They would have lost without him, clearly, right? And yet, here's AD, and to his credit, because he fought through a lot of injuries, and you brought up the stat all year long. He played. He played. But this was a case where you need to me, this is my outside-in perspective.
I understand.
You need to suck it up and show your teammates, I'm coming back with a vengeance now. I'm going to take this game over. I'm going to fight through this. And instead, he did come out on the floor, and he goes and stands in the corner with his arm down for the first couple of possessions. His arms
I get it.
And he's running up the floor, and he's dragging his arm with him. And he becomes a liability on both ends of the floor.
But we got to have him on there because Jackson Hayes.
He was overmatched. When Jackson Hayes came in, Joker's just toying with him.
He didn't look like he knew what he was doing,
He had no idea. He had no idea. So I'm with you. You'd rather have him out there than not.
100%.
But he actually became a liability on both ends because he couldn't move. He couldn't lift his arm,
it did seem like
whatever it is, above his shoulder.
But sometimes having guys like that standing around as cardboard cutouts like in an outlet grocery store makes all the sense.
Damn, and the Lakers talking shit in the beginning of season 2.
And to LeBron's credit, he sucked it up and reached down at that point and tried to save the game.
He did.
But it was unsavable because you're playing 4-on-5 basically for the rest of the third quarter. And I look up, and lo and behold, the 6-point lead becomes a 5-point lead for Denver with a minute left in the third. And they went on a run where they detonated or redetonated the crowd.
Yeah.
And I said, the Lakers just lost the game because of that quote-unquote injury. Whatever it is, I don't even know. It's a stinger. That's how they described it.
Yeah.
Whatever it was, that's where you lost the game because it's going to be hard to fight them off because they're too good in the fourth quarter. And you held them off in the fourth quarter. At least you played them even, wasn't it? Yeah, it was 27-all in the fourth quarter. But you lost it through that stretch right there where you got outscored where it goes from your 6 up to their 5 up. And it's going to be hard to play uphill against Jamal Murray in the fourth quarter.
Damn.
He's just too good.
Damn.
He is the flip side of LeBron because if you look at his numbers for the 5 games, they're not very good. He shot for the 5 games. He shot 29% from 3. He was 10 of 34. All I can remember is him making big shots down the stretch because. It's the flip side of LeBron.
he was.
Where for
That's
3.5 quarters, 3 3/4 quarters, LeBron is just unstoppable. And then down the stretch.
All right, man. Let me know your thoughts. Let's sweat. Love to see it.